That was it. It was over.
Did you hear the customer?
Of course I did. Sorry, man. It's nothing personal.
Are you crazy?
That's my neighborhood. You've probably already realized that local realtors were always broke. Nobody sane would ever buy an apartment there. My brothers and I simply had nowhere else to go. We didn't know who our father was, and our mom had gone to Cyprus or Croatia and never came back. That was why I had to work in the only local restaurant. I couldn't really rely on my brothers. By the way, I'm Jessica. These morons are Larry and Barry. It seemed yet another politician had decided to feed the beggars for free before the elections. Jessica? Jessica Green? Maggie? Oh, wow, I haven't seen you in ages. Maggie Smith was the coolest girl in our school. What the hell was she doing in her dump? I'm only here because, well, long story short, my dad is running for mayor. You probably already know that. What are you doing here? I didn't want to say that I live there, so I decided to bend the truth just a little bit. Larry and Barry started a construction business and bought land here. I came to take a look at it. Wow! We should totally hang out then! Come to my penthouse on Royal Street! By the way, Peter will be there. Peter was the most perfect guy in the world. Not just in the world, in the galaxy. No, in the universe. And that most perfect guy used to be my classmate. Of course, I couldn't miss the chance to see him again. And so I promised Maggie I'd come to her party. All that was left to do was figure out how to make everyone believe I was loaded. Nobody liked losers. Nothing new here. I hope you didn't get in trouble today.
Hello, our dear workaholic.
We have news for you.
Should I sit or lie down?
Well, you decide.
We went to the job center and now we're going to start working at a car wash.
I hope they would last longer than half an hour.
Oh, why are you so gloomy? Do you want us to beat anyone up?
Even though my brothers were jerks, I could still sometimes rely on them. I told them about my plans and said I had to figure out what to do.
Listen, Jess, that's a cool idea. You might get a chance to escape from this hellhole with friends like that.
That's right! A prince in a red Maybach will fall in love with you and drive you away to a better place. He might even give us a ride.
We would fit in the trunk.
Well, that was a start. Larry and Barry promised to find me a cool car. Meanwhile, I had to find a way to turn myself into a cool chick. The Salon Mon Plaisir is looking for a hair model. Great! I'm signing up! A coupon for a 70% discount? I doubted that Maggie's friends would be impressed by clothes from the local secondhand store. It would take me about 8 years to earn enough money for a Gucci dress. That is, if I didn't eat or paid for the utilities. Jessica, are you free tonight? Well, I am. Why? Could you pick up my dry cleaning? I don't have the time to do it. My boss was a business lady, and her clothes were awesome. So, of course, I'll do it. I'll bring it to the restaurant tomorrow. I look good enough to be on the cover of something. Where were my damn brothers? I couldn't go to Maggie's party on foot.
Lady, did you confuse the red carpet with the ghetto sidewalks?
Dude, aren't you blinded by our sister's radiance?
Larry and Barry borrowed a car at the car wash. I had 2 hours. It was time to go to the party before my carriage turned into a pumpkin. Jessica, you look amazing. Come on, I'll introduce you to my friends. This is Brian, Chelsea, Trisha, Scott, Lindsay. Well, and you already know Peter. Of course, I knew him.
Jessie? Jessica Green? Is that really you? You've changed so much. You're so beautiful.
You know, Peter, a lot has changed over the years. I'm not a loser anymore. Acting like a rich chick was actually very easy. I just had to drink champagne, smile, and act like I hadn't been serving tables several hours ago. Everything was going great until… A Dolce Fabiana dress? Last year's collection? Whose beater is that? Oh, Jessica, I'm sorry. I thought the janitor had parked in the wrong place again. By the way, guys, if you are going to Bali this weekend, then keep in mind the service there sucks. Not only was Trisha mocking me with all her might, but she was also openly hitting on Peter. Hey Maggie, is Trisha always this sarcastic? Trisha? Oh, don't mind her. Peter recently broke up with her, so she's in a mood. What a twist. Peter had dated and dumped Trisha. I'm so tired of sitting still. Let's drive around the city center. What a snake! Of course you don't have to come if your car can't keep up. That's a great idea! I love driving around the city at night.
Oh, the girls should compete, and we'll watch them.
Racing! Damn it! The car was supposed to be at the wash in half an hour. Okay, I would make it.
Jess, are you sure?
That I'll win? Of course I am! Of course I wasn't! But I didn't want him to think I was a coward. Had I mentioned that driving was not my forte, of course Peter's ex immediately got ahead of me. Come on, come on! I think there's a shortcut to the finish line here. Oh no, this is the last thing I need!
What's the rush, lady? Let's see your car papers.
Okay, Google, how much prison time would I get for stealing a car?
This car isn't yours.
What do you mean?
Well, it's registered to Mr. Benjamin, born in 1960. You don't look much like him.
Oh, officer! I'm such an idiot! I got the cars mixed up at the car wash. So that's why there are no rhinestones on the steering wheel. I thought they've been washed off.
Lady, drive this car back to the car wash and get your own, with the rhinestones.
I deserved an Oscar. Trisha had definitely won, so there was no point in going back to the party. Let them think I had been arrested for dangerous driving.
Do you know what time it is?
Sorry, guys.
Jess, are you alright?
I am, but I messed up. My beautiful life ended before it even started. I couldn't call Maggie or any of her friends since we hadn't exchanged numbers, so I just went back to my normal life. Jess, honey, could you go downtown? I need you to bring these accounting reports to Mrs. Tober. The life in the city center was different. No hooligans, no garbage, just boutiques and restaurants. Jessica, we've been looking for you everywhere. Where did you go that evening? I was arrested. That's terrible. Nah, it's nothing. I slipped the cop $100 and he let me go. And then, that was stressful. So I decided to relax by the ocean for a week or two. Come with me. There's a cafe with the best coffee in town, not far from here. Everyone's there. When I saw Peter, my heart almost jumped out of my chest. He seemed happy to see me. Maggie told everyone about my fake adventures. Of course, Trisha couldn't keep quiet. Let's follow Jessica's example and go to the sea. The Maldives, for example. She really pissed me off. Pretending to be rich was one thing, but finding money for a trip to the Maldives was quite another matter. Wait, I got an idea. I go to the Maldives every other week. It's boring. Do you have any better ideas? There is nothing interesting in Paris except for one tower and croissants and pigeons in Venice shit on tourists. I want to suggest something a bit more extreme. What about a tour to the Ghetto? Are you serious? There are only criminals there anyway. My dad told me people went missing there.
We'll see for ourselves.
We should play a game. Let's blend in with the locals, go to the bars, and find ways to enjoy ourselves. But we can only spend $30. I spent 4 times that on my manicure. Oh, Trisha, you don't have to go if you're scared, of course.
Oh, I think that's a great idea. Let's change into cheap clothes and study the local culture.
It turned out that when they said cheap clothes, they meant old Gucci and Karl Lagerfeld collections. Guys, you don't look like locals. I know what we should do. I look like I found my clothes in a dumpster.
That's what we were going for.
It's amazing how well Jessie understands local trends. It's like she's lived here her whole life.
Maybe Jessica is just talented.
Yes, oh my god, yes. It was like grace descended on me. Peter stood up for me. Damn, maybe all was not lost yet. And he liked me? Trisha kept complaining, but everything else went great. I felt at home in the ghetto. However, I was in for an unpleasant surprise at home. My brothers had messed up again.
Hey, Jess, I don't want to ruin your mood, but...
We tried really hard not to mess up. Actually, it was all Larry's fault.
Yeah? And who messed with the water pressure?
Well, you were the one who drenched the car.
Someone's car had got damaged, and now they urgently needed money. They helped me with the car for the party, so I had no other choice but to get a second job in a nightclub. Damn it, damn it, damn it! This is the last thing I need! Why did they have to come here? It's a busy night, so no one can serve them instead of me. I really hope they wouldn't recognize me. Trisha looked at me like she was suspecting something. She even asked to see the manager. The service today was great. I would like to say thank you to our waitress Face. That was it. It was over.
Did you hear the customer?
Of course I did. Sorry, man. It's nothing personal.
Are you crazy? Oh, we're sorry, sir. It was just an accident. She is going to apologize. What the hell is wrong with you? You put on the costume's head and almost broke a customer's leg. This comes out of your salary.
Well, that was better than being humiliated. Let's go jogging in the park.
Let's take a break. You're so beautiful.
I was melting like ice cream in July. Peter? Have you really stooped to dating this beggar? It's obvious she isn't who she claims to be. She's only pretending to be one of us, but she's actually dirt poor. I realized it a long time ago. Are you really going to believe her, Peter? I hate even standing next to beggars. Imagine me living in that neighborhood? That's ridiculous. Trisha fell silent. She probably hadn't expected me to deny it so vehemently. What worried me was that Peter fell silent too, and looked at me strangely.
I didn't think money would make you so arrogant, Jessica. People in the ghetto are still people.
Oops, I must have gone too far.
Trisha, you should also stop judging people by the thickness of their wallets.
I knew you'd ruin my life! Oops, I must have gone too far. I paid off Larry and Barry's debt and quit my job in the nightclub. I kept working at the restaurant. Peter didn't call me, and I could only follow him on social media, stare at his photos, and regret my missed chance. It seemed there was some trouble in the restaurant. What do you mean you have no money? Who's going to pay for your dinner?
Oh, I forgot my wallet. Could I bring the money tomorrow?
Yeah, that's what all the freeloaders say before they disappear. Hey, Jessica, call the cops! No, have you hit your head, Mrs. Travis? Of course, it was everything I earned during that shift, but here, I'll pay for him.
Oh dear, there's no need to.
Don't worry about it. I know what it's like to have no money and be shamed for it. I told my brothers about that incident.
You're just like Mother Teresa, sis. Don't get carried away or we'll lose the last of our money.
However, the next day, Jessica, a customer's asking for you. Had I dropped a hair in someone's plate while carrying it? Okay, first of all, what the hell was Peter doing there? And secondly, it seemed I couldn't keep pretending I was rich.
Peter, this is the lady that saved me yesterday.
Thanks.
No, thank you, my dear. Just imagine I came here for business and realized I left my wallet at home, only after eating here. I asked my grandson to give me a ride here so that he would also meet my savior. I was surprised someone helped me.
Yeah, Grandpa, surprised is the right word.
Thanks. I've got to go and wash the dishes. My shift isn't over yet, so... Oh my god, Jesse, quit rambling.
Jess, wait, let's talk.
What could you possibly have to say to trash like me?
Just listen to me. I understand why you did what you did. You wanted to pretend your life was different.
If you would have known that I barely made ends meet and worked in a crappy restaurant, you would have never talked to me.
Does it really matter? What difference does it make who you work for or where you live? Money doesn't make people better.
Is that why you and Trisha broke up? Because of her arrogance?
I wanted my girlfriend to be capable of compassion. And I realized a lot of things after you helped my grandpa.
A happy ending probably couldn't look any different in this neighborhood. This is the end, guys. Or maybe it's just the beginning.